Hello, welcome back. This is Lachelle Barnett. We are here talking again. Again, we do these videos every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. EST, where we are showing our new coaches, right? Those of you who are aspiring, those of you who are the first couple of years, those of you who are in the startup phase specifically, how to get to the money, right? What does it look like to build an online coaching business? So, today we are talking about hitting the six-figure mark, right? So, if you caught the last couple of videos, you probably will hear me talking more and more about hitting the six-figure mark. And part of the reason is because six figures is, while it's overly used in the marketplace, I would definitely agree with that. But it is honestly your first kind of milestone for most of us that are in the coaching field, right? So we really need to be thinking beyond six figures. But until we get there, we want to hit our first milestone, right? And so one of the things that I see as a challenge for many of you that are new, right, who are in the startup phase, you're just not getting to the money, right? And it's because your focus is on the wrong thing. So here's what I see in terms of what people are focusing on a lot of times when they're new, right? A lot of times, what I see is that they're focusing on coaching skills, right? Being able to actually move people from point A to point B. What do they say in sessions, right? And this is important, right? I don't want to negate this, but here's what I learned in working with people. Most people already have this coming in. Now, they may not feel like they have it, but they already have some innate skills. A lot of times, our clients have been coaching off and on for years, unofficially. And so, because it's unofficial, they just think that they need more skills. But more skills is not what gets you to the six-figure mark, right? It could be, view it however you want to. Oh, that's bad. Oh, it's good. It just is what it is, right? The thing that we have to be able to do is move from thinking like a coach to thinking like a CEO. You guys have heard me say this lots of different times. I'm going to keep saying it because so many of my clients come in and they do not have a CEO mindset, right? And that's okay, right? We all start there. When I came in, I didn't have a CEO mindset, right? But I did come in wanting to be profitable, right? And so this really has a lot to do with understanding the numbers, right? It's not all about numbers, but the biggest deficit that I see that many of the coaches come in, they're just not numbers people. They don't think in terms of number, they don't think in profitability. So this is going to be your very first responsibility. You need to start developing a mindset around the numbers because you've heard it before, probably you will continue to hear it. Business is a numbers game, right? More than it's anything else. Of course, it has some, both some art to it as well as some science, but much of it is a numbers game, right? So I just wanted to give you a few things that will help you for those of you who are, been doing it a while, feeling like you're kind of on a hamster wheel, not really making the money that you're looking for. I want to kind of dispel the myth, right? So here's where I think you should be putting your attention. Okay. So the first one, and these are not in any particular order, I'm just going to write them as I think of them, is help, right? A lot of times people just don't hire for a long time, right? Which is interesting, right? We're not designed to be solopreneurs. We're not designed to do this by ourselves, right? Business is designed to have multiple people. The longer you wait to get help. And so help could be coaching, right? So actually hiring a coach. But really, what I'm talking about, in addition to hiring a coach, is team. That's what I'm really talking about, right? So before I ever started hiring people that were um, more expensive, right? So why can't you start with a VA that doesn't charge, $20, $30 an hour, right? Because when I started, everything from $3 to $30 an hour, right? Everywhere in between. So you can't tell me that you cannot afford to start with 5 hours a week, maybe 1 hour a week, 2 hours a week, right? But 5 hours a week, okay? Paying someone $3, okay? That's a week. You try it for 4 weeks. You'd be surprised at how much you can get done, how much someone can get done in 5 hours. Okay. That's one thing that is definitely going to be helpful in getting you to where you want to be. Okay. And this right here, before somebody jumps on my post and talk about a livable wage, right? When you find people from other countries, this is much more comparable or much more reasonable. Like $3 sounds ridiculous in US terms, which I completely understand. But in other countries, that's not a horrible salary. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Here's the second thing. Y'all not focused on marketing enough. Y'all got too much fear around marketing, right? You're dedicating your time in other places of your business, but what you're not doing is generating enough leads. Well, you can't get to six figures without leads, right? You need leads. You need to understand how to generate leads. You need qualified leads. Okay. So this is where you need to begin to put your focus, not on all this up here. Okay. Here's the third thing that I would say is understanding how to convert people, right? What does the conversation need to be? And conversation could be both over the phone, it could be on a sales page, it could be in a DM, it could be in an email. Like there's lots of different ways to convert someone, but it's all sales, right? Here's where you need to put your attention. And I know somebody's like, well, man, I didn't, and I get it. We all, myself, my hand is raised, you can't see it, but even I got into it thinking about how I can serve, right? I wanted to serve and I wanted to make money, right? You need to start thinking about how you're going to make money. Why? Because when you make money, your family is better, you're better, your clients are better. Like just talking about the money is a whole different video within itself. But I want you to understand this is really what I wanted you to take away from this video, especially as we're transitioning to new quarters, new years, is where do I need to put my focus? Where do I need to put my time, my money, my energy, right? And if it's anywhere other than these three things, it'll be harder to hit the six-figure mark, right? These are things that we all help. These are all things that we help our clients with. So if you need support, just reach out, but don't stay stuck, right? Like figure out what you need to do in these three categories and get moving, right? All right. You guys have a great